All right, everyone. Wow, I don't know what to say. I've haven't made a video in close to a year, I think, and there's a lot of personal reasons for that. And I'll get into on my next video, maybe. We'll see. Because on the 29th, I'll be traveling to Vegan uh, and possibly Sagada after that. We'll see. Anyway, just to catch everybody up, about 6 months ago, for personal reasons, I stopped riding, and then I sold the AK 550 that I had. Um, then when things got better, things straightened out. It's not like it's a bad thing. It was a good thing. It wasn't a bad thing. Uh, and maybe next time I'll let you guys know. I don't like to air my personal life too much on the videos. But anyway, as you can see, I bought another AK. Got it about a week ago, or there or so. It's a brown color. It's a 2019 year model. The other one I had was a 2017, and I bought it in 2018, but I bought it brand new. And there you go. At first I really didn't like the brown color, and then I kind of cozied up to it, and I went ahead and got it. Got me a new Big P license plate there. They put a shad top box on it. Got a little carbon fiber matting on the top there. It's not a bad box. This is pretty much the same as the last one, except Kymco did do the, I'll call them upgrades that they've been wanting to do, I think, because of customer feedback on certain things that they didn't like. Okay, they did the first one, I think, was, or the first one was the headlights. They did the headlight modification on the headlight relay. Now the headlight only comes on when the vehicle's running. They did the air pressure sensors. Went ahead and changed those. They were drawing power from the battery all the time, I think. That's what the problem was. There was some kind of unusual noise in the rear wheel in some cases. So I think they changed the pin that goes through the rear wheel and a pulley, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. They updated those so that noise is not there anymore. And was one other thing. The heated handle grips here, right here. The rubber on there was melting because of the heated hand grips, and I think they put a better quality rubber on there so it doesn't do that anymore. Here's one other thing that I noticed riding this, the lights in the dash. If I'm not mistaken, and I might be wrong, but it looks like they dimmed a little bit when I was in the, went through a tunnel or it got a little darker, and the dash lights, what's lit lights up the dash, it dimmed a little bit. And that's a good thing. And during the daytime so far, I've been able to see the instrument panel much better than on the previous one that I had. I think that might have been another complaint, I'm not sure. So now the dash is much easier to see. And I also believe they might have did something with the refresh rate of the dash because it's all digital. And I did a test video the other day, a couple of days ago, and it looked like my camera was picking up the dash readouts much better than it did before. The dash readout before was flickering a lot, and hopefully this time it won't be doing that too much. I'm not sure until I actually see this video. I'm here in Tagaytay right now. Just doing a short run, short break-in ride. I'll probably do another one before I head out to Sagada on the 29th, and also probably do an oil change and a service a little bit. So let's see, I'm not sure if the, uh-oh, I flashed to a thing I shouldn't have on my center console. I'm not sure if you guys seen that. Hopefully the dash isn't flashing too much like it did before. The video I did the other day, it wasn't doing that. So, as far as I can tell, they did those upgrades or modifications based on customer feedback, as far as I know. And now things are looking better. The biggest reason I stayed with the AK was I love the torque. I love the torque in the engine, and it'll definitely get up and go even with a person my size on it, which is the reason I liked it so much in the first place. I'm gonna head back down towards Manila from Tagaytay here. I'm gonna keep the video going for a little bit. Let me close my visor. I don't know. See how the wind sound is. On a rough road there. Let me get to the side here. Anyway, what I've seen down here, I think it's about 3 kilometers down, is a SUV of some kind impacted straight into the center of a tree. Okay. It let's see if you can see the dash. Okay. It's not flickering too much. Anyway, you see those telephone poles right there? Or wiring poles, I'm not sure what they're for. But all too often, here in the Philippines, what they'll do is they'll build a road, or they'll make the road wider. And because they can't, from what I've been told, because they can't touch the telephone poles because they belong to the power company or telephone company or whatever. They can't touch those, so they don't move them. They build the road around it, which is, I don't know, kind of crazy to me. I'm thinking if they did more coordination, they'd be able to widen the road and get the telephone company or whatever out at the same time, and be moving the telephone poles or whatever they are, and widening the road at the same time. Yeah. As soon as we get to this thing, it was there a few minutes ago when I came through coming up, so I'm pretty sure it's probably still there. I don't think they would have towed the car away by now. More than likely happened last night, and I couldn't really tell, and I'm hoping nobody got seriously hurt, but it does look like it impacted the tree. It was a tree, not a telephone pole, actually, that it hit. And that's another thing I'm not sure about. They widened the road, like you can see on the right hand side there. They made the road wider, and you can't really drive on it too much. A lot of people just use it for a parking space, and too many situations there's a pole or a tree or something still in the center of the thing. And I'm not sure whoever was driving the SUV. Here it is. There it is right there. It looks like they probably tried to pass somebody. And wow. I'm gonna park the bike here for a minute, because I want you guys to see this. Oh, you see that? I think that is a direct result of widening the road and not moving all the obstacles on the part of the road that you widen. And as you can see, there's several more trees down there. Unfortunately, this guy, whoever was driving it, or person, they would probably try to overtake or pass another vehicle. And this was the result of that. You know, there's a solid white line here. So, of course, that means, I believe it means no passing. But that doesn't really, you know, have you seen my videos? And driving in the Philippines is like, I don't know, Russian roulette sometimes. What can go wrong will go wrong. And people violate every driving rule there is. And unfortunately, I do the same thing sometimes, and I try not to, but if you really want to go anywhere in a reasonable amount of time, you're going to have to, how can I say it? When in Rome, do as the Romans do. I see the airbags. The airbags deployed. A lot of stuff flew around inside. Seats ajar. I hope these people were wearing their seat belts. That's another thing that a great many people in the Philippines don't do. They don't wear their seat belts. There's another guy here. He's trying to tell me something, but I'm not sure. Anyway, it don't look like they bothered this tree too much. The tree, it didn't even look like it moved. A few branches fell off of it, and that was it. Even though this is an old-looking, sort of hollow-looking tree, it still took the impact, and that was it. Wow. Well, like I said, hopefully nobody really got hurt, but it's hard to say. So I'm going to get back on the bike here. Oh, I'll show you the top box a little bit. It's a shad top box with a carbon fiber matting on the top and a backrest for the back rider. It's a SH48, so it's a 4.8 liter. It's not bad. Cost me 10,000 pesos, which is about 200 US dollars. And the mounting for it, because the AK doesn't come with it. I guess you call it an OEM mounting, I guess. That was 12,000. So altogether, or pesos, 12,000 pesos. So altogether it was about 22,000 pesos for me to put that on there. 400 bucks or so, US dollars. Well, let's get going. Let's see. get back up here on get going here a little bit. As I said, there's a video coming. Oh, I didn't shoot. I didn't take a still picture of that accident back there. Oh, I guess that's okay. Maybe it'll come out when I do the video, upload it on YouTube. I probably won't be able to get that uploaded for a few days because my video conversion program seems to have stopped working. Shoot, I'm gonna have to stop here for a minute. Adjust this, I gotta have a charging bank here hooked up to my camera, and the wire's getting in the way a little bit, so I have to move it. This is really I did a little test ride yesterday, and then I said, okay, let me work out some bugs here. So I get the charging bank for my camera on my helmet, hook up the wire to charge my phone, things like that, and then we'll go from there. You know, work out the bugs. There we go. I hope you guys can see the dashboard better. It's not flickering so much like it did before. The video I took yesterday, when I watched it, it looked a lot better than the ones I did a year ago. Anyway, this is a break-in ride, test drive, working out the bugs in my camera, and you know, getting some new wires, so I got some power to keep them going. Oh, I forgot to mention that the Kymco's no-do. Now, I might have been using it wrong. I don't think so though. Before, but one of my biggest complaints about it was that it didn't talk to you like the Waze does, like the app called the Waze. The no-do didn't talk to you. It didn't tell you, you know, go straight, turn right, turn left. Again, maybe I wasn't using it correctly, but as soon as I tested it this time and updated the app on my phone, lo and behold, it started talking. It tells you the direction that you need to go in, you know, up in front of you. And that was, to me, I'm not sure if I just figured out how to use it better or it was an update. I think it was an update myself, and that's just outstanding. That's the best update they could have put in there. And now they also have a trip, I don't know, something called Trip in there in the no-do app on your cell phone. It sort of details the trip that you just went on. If you go from you know, 4 or 5 different towns and then back home on your trip, then it shows all of that, so you can save that. And if you can show the other people that that you know that are interested in riding, or you can look back on it and say, yeah, I did that trip, you know, depending on how you look at it. Couple couple of guys on Kawasaki's. I'm just cruising along. Like I said, I'm taking it easy on the bike today. Working it out a little bit on the way up here, but going back, talking to you guys, so I'm just letting it cruise a little bit. There's a lot of traffic up here coming up to Tagaytay. I guess there always is, I guess. They put in a new highway down here, but I didn't take it. I'm going through Santa Rosa as I normally have. It's the way that I know. But it looks like there's some kind of, I don't know, new road or highway they built, make it faster or something like that. I'm not sure. I didn't go down it. I think it's I think you have to pay. I think it's a toll road. When we get to that road, I think that's where where that road intersects. I think that's where I'll cut the video off. Wow, a lot of traffic. This road is really narrow. Most roads in the Philippines are narrow. The only ones that are, you know, I don't know, the expressway roads are all toll roads. You know, you got to pay to use them, and that's all of them. You got to pay to use. Unlike some other countries, like the U.S., we have toll roads in the U.S., but it's not every single highway. The majority of the federal highway system is free to use. You don't have to pay a toll to use them. But there are some toll roads in and around every city in the U.S. Oh, there's some kind of fruits right there. I should stop playing around and get moving a little bit. There's some furniture right there. That's a thing that goes on up here. You going up to Tagaytay, there's a lot of furniture shops. A lot of places that build wooden furniture. Good quality stuff too, not too expensive. See right there? Built some good furniture. Lots of different furniture shops. There's some, I don't know, outdoor furniture, I guess, patio stuff. There's some more wood furniture. Oh my goodness. I want to get moving here, but the traffic is heavy. Like I said, it can be difficult to drive here, and people take chances, and you end up impacting a tree in the middle of the road or a pole that's not, you would think would be there. You wouldn't actually think, hey, that's not going to be there, but it is. I'm not sure if that person driving that car is, was driving that car was really familiar with driving in the Philippines or not. Oh my goodness. There's some outdoor pottery stuff you can put in your yard. There's some big things right there. You'd have to have a big house to put that in there. Let me get past this guy. Wow, I don't know why that guy is driving so slow. My goodness. Here's that little horn. You know, I never understood that. I think I talked about it before. The horns that they put on this bike, the bigger bikes, I mean all of them really, they're really tiny horns. You know, you blow the horn, yeah, I'm blowing it, and you guys probably can't even hear it. Or if you did, it's just a little tiny bit. This is why most people, they get a car horn or air horn or something and put it on their bike because, you know, in this driving, these driving situations here, you really need a loud horn so the people around you that are driving can hear you, because they don't really pay attention. They don't pay attention to what's going on around them. They focus on straight ahead, and what's on the sides of them and the back of them is irrelevant most of the time. So you got to have a pretty loud horn. I used to get irritated by every single person who passed me on the bike or in my car. They would blow their horn. They would blow their horn. It kind of irritated me. I was thinking, why do they keep blowing their horn when they pass me? It's like I'm not paying attention. And I am paying attention to what goes on around me. It's the way I was taught to drive. But here, most people don't do that, and so I understand why individuals always blow their horn before they pass another vehicle or a pedestrian, because those individuals in the car and or walking are liable to do just about anything, left, right, without notice, stop, no blinkers, no lights, sometimes no stoplights. So you have to be careful with that stuff. Anyway, I think I'm not sure how long this video is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut it off anyway, because I need to get driving and I need to get back home. And I'm going to go ahead and cut it off. And I'll tell you what, guys, everyone, I'm glad to be back on the road, get the juices rolling again, get my heartbeat up a little bit, get a little bit of exercise, because it is exercise riding a bike. See a little bit more of the Philippines, get reacquainted with some of the guys in the groups that I rode with, and hope you guys enjoy the videos that I'll be doing in the future. I'll try to do the best I can, but I do this just for my own purposes, not to make money or do anything like that. But then my next ride will be to Vegan. That'll be on the 29th. I may take a short ride between now and then, because I want to get up 300 or 400 kilometers rolled up on the bike, so I can do a service and then head to Vegan and break it in a little bit before I go. Okay, but until my next video, this is Big P and Philippines, and I'm out.